welcome to another episode of Downtime with Downstar, and we are here with Name Uno.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
my brother.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
you for having me, man.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You just dropped an album.
Yeah,
on Sunday, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that dropped at, was it midnight or 9 p.m. Saturday?
9 p.m. Saturday.
Okay.
12 a.m.
Got you.
Every other place. Yeah.
Got you. So that made it into my Saturday night sesh, bro.
I appreciate it.
That was
I appreciate
the soundtrack to my night.
I appreciate it.
It was good, man. But thank you for being here. I appreciate
Oh man, once
bro.
again, thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah,
it means
of course,
a lot,
man. So, the new album, Stadium.
Yeah, Stadium Love Songs.
Stadium Love Songs.
Yeah.
That's a love album, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you like in love right now?
Oh yeah, I'm engaged, bro.
Oh, dude, congratulations!
I appreciate
man.
you. Appreciate you.
Oh, I love that. Bro.
Yeah, it's dope. Something new for me, so
yeah.
I'm loving it. Loving every bit of it.
So, how long have you guys been together?
Like 4 years. 4
years?
or 5 years, yeah.
Okay, and how long ago did you get engaged?
We got engaged, last February or March.
Got you.
March. March. Did it in Cabo. So,
nice,
bro. Little vibes.
That's a big step, man.
It is.
You know,
it is.
It's not that important with... It's seemingly with the newer generation, or even like people don't look at marriage the same way that they used to.
Mm-hmm.
And me personally, I'm married, and it's probably like one of the best things that I've ever done.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely a new thing. I didn't see myself getting married, but once you find the right one, It's time to lock it in and do the steps that you need to do to be the good husband and man of the future. So she makes me happy, and she's a writer, so make sure I give her the world for sure.
Dude, I love that, bro. It's such a beautiful thing when you could just build with somebody
100%
and not have to worry about they're doing something or you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Or
it took me a while to stop doing shit, but once I did it took I'm here now.
Was it something that just clicked in you, or what
yeah,
was it?
Bro, honestly, it was just time to grow up.
Yeah.
It was time to grow up, as I have a different type I have a relationship that most people would dream of, so just being honest, being real, being transparent allows me to just clicked. It just clicked one day, and I was just like, you know what, let me just stop fucking up and let me just give her what she deserves,
Yeah.
And give it to myself as well. So
for sure, that's a big one there too. Is just being able to look at it from the outside and like, man, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And having those hard conversations with yourself.
With yourself, for sure. That's like the most important thing. I was trying to. You have a way of living life prior to you meeting somebody, and it takes a minute for you to. I mean, especially in my lifestyle that I kind of live, it took me a while to kind of understand and go through self-trauma, go through, childhood trauma, kind of figure out why I am the way I am, operate the way I operate. And once I found that partner and just found myself, really, it was like, okay, she's the one. Let me just lock it in and do that.
Yeah.
So making the music and making the album, it was kind of easy to flow with it and make it a lot of, like I made it in 4 days. So I made like 21 songs in 4 days. So just trying to, it was... Finding the words were kind of easy. Everything was just smooth. So I was like, and I was listening to 90s music a lot, like
gotcha.
90s R&B a lot. So I was like, let me just try to make a new version of that. I was always in the love bag. So I was just like, let me just make an album for my girl and all the beautiful women out there that want to feel loved and not, subject to sexual type vibes that I'm known for. But,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, at all.
Because that's part of your story.
For sure.
And it's so impactful to see that, well, I remember him from back in the day, he was at Fiestas or whatever, whatever it is.
For sure.
But then to see you now and your growth, like, stuff like that is motivating, especially for people that have been around you for your your whole career or even before that, and it's motivating because sometimes music can get very toxic and it can make you want to look at women in a certain way, like just an object, You know, I'm very.
I feel like that's life though, and even outside of music, you know. But with music, especially being the kind of artist that I am, you kind of just talk your. Music became like a journal.
Gotcha.
So everything that I was living, or how I was living, or my thoughts on certain things, I just put it into the music. And if it made a good song, it made a dope song, I would release it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't think nothing switched from that. It's just I used her as a canvas for this album, and so it was very important for that. But I feel like in life in general, guys, especially guys, we always tend to sexualize things and make it not as lovely as it should be. But,
Yeah,
you know.
for sure. And I don't know if that's a cultural thing, if it just changes over time, because like you're saying, like 90s R&B, they're talking about, you know, down on one knee,
begging.
100%.
I'm sorry. I need you.
Yeah, I guess it probably just goes with the time, you know, and what's popular in pop culture,
for sure,
what have you. But yeah, it seems like music is kind of at a point where, you know, everybody's just getting tired of the way that it's been going. And, you know, I was just talking to the last podcast about Phoenix Flexen's new song.
Yeah, how you feel about it?
You know, when I first put it on, I'm a fan of music.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm looking at it from an outside point of view. So when I heard that song, I was like, oh, this is a bop, bro.
Right.
I fuck with it.
Right.
You know what it really reminded me of? I don't know if you'll know this song. It's called like Tipping on the Ritz. What is that? So
Yeah.
I
forgot the name of the song.
But that kind of song, and I'm like, that's crazy, because you can listen to an older song that kind of it was in a niche market, and then remix it and then bring it back, and then people will subconsciously have a feeling like, oh, that reminds me of
this. Exactly.
Then, so it's cool. But then, you know, then there's the whole debate: is it AI? Is it not? And then it's like, should I care if it's AI?
Right.
If it's good music, is it just good music?
Right.
But then I look at it as if it was in my demographic, you know, in the car stuff, if something got popular and it was AI, and me being like hard working and trying to build the brand up, and then something comes out of nowhere and everybody's like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
That's
like, what kind of shit? That's not even real, you know?
Right.
So, but as like a fan of music, I dig it. And I don't have any sort of emotional attachment to him as an artist. I know that he's part of Shoreline Mafia, which, you know, I've heard them or whatever, but I don't really listen to them.
Right.
But this is the thing that kind of hooked me.
Right.
So I don't know
how you're supposed to feel about it.
Exactly.
You just know it's a good song.
It just felt like a good song, but I don't know how to think about it. Like, how do you feel?
Man, I'm indifferent. I don't really care. I mean, I don't think, you know who Milli Vanilli is?
Yeah.
So like they were a group back in the day that pretty much was an old version of AI, right? Like different voices, people that wrote the songs were in the back, and Milli Vanilli just was the face of it. I kind of think of it the same way, you know, as far as AI music. I think if there's a body and you can perform it and people can go to concerts and they can see it, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? And I think like I don't really have an opinion on it too much. If it's a good song, it's a good song. Now, will I do that? No, because I like to, you know, I don't know if it's AI. I go off of what my eyes tell me, and my eyes tell me that it is AI, but I don't look at it like it's a bad thing or a good thing, you know. It is what it is.
For sure. And then there's also is like music in general, that's having somebody else write your songs, like isn't that big of a deal? Like a Beyonce. How many people are credited on a Beyonce song?
Right.
But she's arguably the biggest female artist
of all time
ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, but then in rap and hip hop, it's like, no, you didn't even write that one bar. Like you're ousted from the community. So I think that this song is bringing up a lot of interesting conversations. Yeah.
I write music for you know, selective artists, different artists, mainstream, not mainstream. I think it is what it is at this point. If you want to make a hit and you want to touch a lot of people, then maybe your thoughts aren't the best way to get there, right? You may need other people's perspectives to have the voice, like a Beyonce or a Drake or Party Next Door or somebody like that, and use other people's voices to, words in your voice with how you feel. I think it's kind of like why like books and things like that resonate to people, and like they're important. Like this person wrote this for their thoughts, but it registers with us and we feel it and we relate. Movies same way. Like there's a million people working on a movie and it's like we still appreciate it and love it, and it is what it is. I think there's nothing wrong with collaboration. I think collaboration is important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need collaboration in the world.
Yeah. No, I love it. So it's pretty interesting to see what's going to happen with this song.
Yeah, I think we see the future all the time. We see it. It's gonna be a wave, and then it's gonna die, and then something new is gonna come, and it's the same thing. It's just repeat and recycle of what people are gravitating to in the time. And right now, it happens to be Felix Flexen's song. He's gonna run that into the ground till they can't run that into the ground no more, and people are either gonna love it or they're not gonna like it in 2 months. You know what I mean? We're all like that. We're kind of all wishy-washy, especially when it comes to music, because there's such an abundance of it. Yeah. So
it's like a victim of the moment.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I mean, I don't think it sounds like him. So like, you got to keep doing shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have an issue with it because it's here for a moment and then it's gonna go away, and that's kind of what everything is. Real art, things that people feel outside of like, oh, this makes me feel good, like words. Those are the things that are important that make you stay for a long time.
Yeah. No, for real.
Like the Living Lavishly, like he has a new one like that. And
oh, really?
Cool. Yeah, he has a new one that's coming out, but it's cool. But once again, the same bop, same vibe. So it's gonna die soon, but we're here for the moment. We're prisoners of the moment. So enjoy it while you can.
For sure. I'm still in the jail cell of Kendrick versus Drake, bro.
Oh, how'd you feel about it?
I'm a Drake stan.
Me too.
All right, good.
Me too. Me too. So how you feel about Iceman? You feeling good?
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just keep putting it on and just keep I watch a lot of reviews on things and the breakdowns of the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it resonates so much more, and then you start to pick up the bars here and there. And man, he spoke on so much that people just like to sweep under the rug. Mm-hmm. I get it if you're a Kendrick fan, but if you're gonna be a fan of hip hop, you have to look at everything both with clear eyes.
Right.
And you have to wonder, like, what happened to all those streams that Kendrick had? You can't just be like, oh, I don't know.
I don't care. Yeah.
What about his reference track?
Right.
No. Okay. What about that? Right. The Quentin Miller thing, it already came out. This is what it was.
Right.
What about that?
Right. I think we're so tribalism, like me and like we be so like tribal, like. It's cool. I realized that I had a real life issue. I had a real life issue with somebody, and it became like this big ordeal over Kendrick and Drake. And I was thinking in my head, like, we don't even. Well, let's speak for this part because I work with Drake. So, but you don't even know Kendrick. Like, you have no idea who Kendrick is, and you're like ready to just torch Earth for Kendrick, like. Nigga, you don't even know what he does in his private time. Like, you have no idea who this man is, what he's about. You just love his music, you know what I mean? And you can love his music and be a fan of him, but damn, like, get his dick out your mouth. Like, it's kind of crazy, but we all do that. We are all super tribalism, and we love what we love, and we'll die for what we love. And these dudes wouldn't even piss on you if you were on fire. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, just relax. Like just relax. That's
fact, bro. Oh my God, dog. And I could be looked at as on the other side.
Yeah.
But like Damn, that's one of my favorite albums.
Right.
But Mr. Morale was not.
It was terrible.
I never went to it.
Right.
You know, and people forget that album was out for a long time.
It's a terrible album.
And he was slept on,
Right.
bro. Nobody was talking about Kendrick at all.
Yeah.
No one was talking about him. And when you start looking at it and you start thinking, like, okay, this was a big career move for Kendrick.
Yeah.
So he can end up getting this deal with the people behind the scenes or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And then for UMG, like, downplaying Drake, so the next time when they had renegotiations, they can offer him a smaller bag. Like, all of that shit makes total sense.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then you talk to just the very, like, normal fan, and like, oh, Drake's a snitch.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about billions
of
bro.
dollars.
We're talking about billions. You don't think that they would do this?
Right.
Like, the person that organized the Super Bowl and then, like, the Grammys and then another huge show was all the same person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all working together.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention the hatred that Jay-Z has to Drake, and then giving him the Super Bowl and talking about him being a pedo. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think it's everything's a cause and effect, bro. I think we look at it like one side is more bad than the other side, or one side's a bitch more than the other side. I think when you have two emotional, talented artists that believe they're the best, they're going to do what they feel like is necessary. And whoever supports that other person is going to do, they're going to move mountains for that person, you know? So I just feel like it's kind of, with the Drake and Kendrick thing, I'm just ready for it to be over. I feel like everything doesn't, and that's kind of what I love Iceman, but there was moments where I just felt like, okay, we don't necessarily need to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, let's get back to the slaps. Let's get back to making great music, because we're just dragging it at this point. And no matter what you say, people aren't, either they're gonna love you for the music.
Yeah.
They're not gonna give a fuck about your responses to the shit that he said to you, or the pedo shit, or anything like that. I think we're over and past that. I think there was both mudslinging in both sides, right? Like, I'm not a fan of, I'm more Team OVO, right? But I look at the world with less, I try to be non-biased in any situation that I'm in. So if I go to the original thing, Kendrick said, let's keep it rap. If we keep it rap, we'll just see who's the best rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll leave it at that. Drake is a petty guy. So he's going to go to the extreme root of something.
Yeah.
So he's going to say, you know, Day Free's fucking your girl.
Yeah.
And once you open up the door and talk about you beating someone's wife, his response is, it's no longer now about rapping. It's about mudslinging and who can throw the best mud and make it stick. And that's kind of what we watched with the Pusha T thing. That's what we watched with the Meek Mill thing. That's what we're watching now with the Kendrick and Drake thing. It's about mudslinging and throwing mud and seeing how dirty we can get somebody's whole aura. And it's 20 verse 1, and it's a lot. It's a lot for just who is the best rapper.
For sure.
And that's like why I have no, like, I try to just keep me out of it. You know what I mean? And I just look at it for what it is. Like, I don't ever listen to Kendrick music. Like, I like Good Kid, Mad City. It's a great album. I'm not a huge fan of Pimp a Butterfly. I'm not a huge fan of Damn. There's songs I like on there, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
Got you.
Drake's shit has always been my go-to soundtracks in my life. But, you know, I tell people when it came to the beef, like, what do you expect somebody to do when they feel like the company they make billions for is turning around to destroy him, right? You got to expect him to play the game how they would play the game. And you can't look at him as a rapper. And that's where the shit gets tricky, because he's a businessman at the end of the day. Dude's worth billions of dollars. You know what I mean? His name is worth billions of dollars. He drops an album and the world stops for literally 3 weeks. He's been had the #1 album in the world. So Kendrick hasn't done that. J. Cole hasn't done that. Like, these people, that Future hasn't done that. You know, there's a lot of artists. The world seemed to be in a music drought until Iceman decided to come out and he dropped it. So I think we just all have to appreciate what's going on. It's hard because we're such tribalism. We just believe in black and white. I believe in this. I stand on this side or I stand on this side. And it's like, bro, we should just enjoy what we have. And that's kind of what it's at.
Yeah, for sure. Just we should feel lucky to be in this era
of music right to now. Hear it. Yeah, sure. We should be lucky that Jay-Z is going to go on the Roots picnic and do a freestyle and not be like, oh, he should retire. It's like, what? Like, why are we talking shit about Jay-Z doing anything? Like,
yeah, I mean that's the hard thing about music is people want to think of it as like a young person's game, but the only reason it was a young person's game is because it was a young game. Right. So there hadn't had people get older and mature and start talking about, you know, life and grown man things,
right?
You know, but you never look at rock and roll and you're like, why is AC/DC still on tour? What kind of shit is that?
It only happens it's not a race thing, but it only happens in hip hop, which is where that's the only thing where like beef is important.
Yeah,
beef is important. And speaking on, bro, AC/DC wasn't making no songs about their life. They're just talking about what they want to talk about.
Yeah,
and people love them. Led Zeppelin is not talking about anything about the lead singer's life. You know nothing about the lead singer's life. You know what I mean? You just know what the music that they give you. Hip hop is just this thing that we love to put up, this mirror we love to put up and like point the finger and be like, it's not, you're not writing your raps, or you're not talking about progressing in life. And it's like, bro, like, does the music slap or does it not, bro? And that's all that's important.
Yeah, I don't know why we've all become so emotionally attached to the
everything.
Storyteller and to
everything,
every aspect of it. Even like Rick Ross flying a commercial.
Dude, who gives a fuck? And then the dude sitting like, who gives a fuck? Like, you guys are talking, bro. He'll buy you.
If I would have seen Rick Ross, I would have tried to say what's up to him,
bro. Like, with somebody in the back taking a picture of the nigga, like he has to hold on a wet towel over his face and like be embarrassed and do another video where he's talking about, oh, fucking my plane I gotta go get the Wi-Fi, like 500. Bro, leave Rick Ross the fuck alone. Who cares? Who cares? Are you flying first class? No, you're not. So just worry about yourself. Worry about the things that you got to do to get on Rick Ross's level. Like, why are we sitting here? I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I've never understood people's obsession with other people and like relationships. Like the Jelly Roll. We were at dinner yesterday, and we were just, dude, it was all on the TV, and I'm like, and then this girl we were with, she was like, they're just like America's couple. And I'm thinking in my head, like, why? Because he went from 400 pounds to Ozempic? Like, why is there America? Because we don't know shit about the girl. We have no idea about the relationship. America's couple is fucking nuts to me. Like, why do we give a fuck so much? And it's all on the TV. It's just they keep replaying it. He's divorcing, and I'm just like, bro. And now I gotta go sit here and talk about this shit like I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, I got real life shit I gotta deal with. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck that Rick Ross is on a commercial flight. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's crazy.
Oh shit,
it's crazy out here.
That's funny, dog. No, that's facts.
It's crazy out here, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Why do I even know that, dude?
Bro, why do I know? Why is this a talking point? Not here, just in general. Like, why are we at dinner, listening to Vibes, hookah, and you're so upset about America's couple? I'm sitting here looking at this girl like, girl, you 40 something. What the fuck are we talking about right now? Like, fuck Jelly Roll, respectfully. Like, I'm sorry that him and his wife are getting divorced. Who gives a fuck? Does that stop your life, you know?
No, you're right, bro. It's like, okay, when somebody becomes famous, they're the North Star for what we want to be as a human being. I'm like, no, bro, LeBron is just good at basketball. Can he do a kickflip? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, probably not. But who gives a fuck? He's nice at basketball. Well, he's not Jordan. He's not. Yo, your tribalism is fucking insane. We can't give praise to somebody without bashing someone else. It's insane. It's really weird how we are out here, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
Are you a Kobe, Jordan, or a LeBron fan?
Yeah, me personally.
Yeah, personally.
I don't watch any sports, dude.
For sure.
I wouldn't even. If I was to choose, I don't know. I would probably just choose Kobe just for like the soft spot of it.
Yeah.
Just for the Biggie and Pac always being in the top 5.
Yeah. That's real.
They got the golden ticket.
That's real. That's real.
Oh man, but I love music. And a lot of times I get caught up in the atmosphere of everything that's going on, and
which you should, right? I'm not saying don't be invested into your artists. Fuck with the artists that you fuck with, but like, there's people that are really like this dude. I don't even want to say his name, but he really like crashed out over Kendrick. Like,
really?
Like ruined relationships that he had for years over like believing this pedo shit. Like,
yeah.
Kendrick would never touch kids like Drake. And it's like, what the fuck?
You don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing. I'm not saying he has, right? Yeah. I'm not saying Drake hasn't or has. I don't know the man to tell you if he has or hasn't. But if he says he did it, then he did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you pressing about this is crazy. Kendrick's for the kids. What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
You sound insane. He doesn't have any songs for children, like, at all. What are you talking about? Like, and you're so passionate about this. It's like, bro, we're just lost as human beings for sure. Like, let's get grounded. You know what I mean? Let's get grounded within ourselves. Like,
for sure.
Let's look in the mirror and be happy with what we see first before we try to throw rocks at another person's glass home. When I could throw it at yours and break yours,
You know what? I really think that is what it is people don't want to focus within, so they'll use all of their power on what they can't control, but whatever tribe they could be part of, or whatever hill they want to stand on, and that's what it appears to be to me, because I know people personally that they get so invested in whatever drama, anything, insert politics, insert music, insert reality TV, whatever the fuck it is, anybody else's drama that's going on, but they never want to focus on within, which I understand, because it's so hard, bro. It's so hard to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm a fucked up ass person, or my life is fucked up because of the choices that I made.
Right.
But once you do that, that's where the freedom comes in, where you can finally learn those lessons, and you can finally start to rebuild. The way that I see it, bro, is that you're on life, and it's like a freeway. And a lot of people will be like, oh, I want to go to 7-Eleven, let me exit. And then they'll keep going down the road, and then they'll end up in bad neighborhoods. And then they'll be like, well, I'm just going to chill here for 30 years, and never decide to like
hop back on the freeway.
Yeah. And then they just get mad at everybody. Like, look at all that traffic. I'm never going back on there. All that fucking traffic, And it's just like, they don't want to deal with their shit, bro. And I think that we are fed all of this stuff every day. The sky is falling, the world is crumbling. If this guy wins presidency or governorship or whatever, like, is Spencer Pratt really gonna save us? What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Like, bro, I'm gonna still do me.
Right.
Every day, I'm gonna try to be the best version of myself every day.
I be talking to people and they like, so we do CTC radio. We used to did it every day, but now we just do it on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And there's a lot of people on there that are like miserable. That watch, and this is not me throwing shots at them. I love our fans. I love the people, our community that we're building. But you just realize how bored, lonely, and depressed people are. And dude, I'll go on Facebook is like the worst, right? Like, you go on Facebook, you'll just see a gang of people just commenting paragraphs about shit that doesn't matter at all. Yeah. It doesn't affect you at all. And it's like, you just see hate. And it's like, damn, you wake up mad? Like, you wake up mad at the world, like, dude, we got to do better. Like, we have to do better. Like, at some point, you got to be happy with who you are at some point. And it's tough, bro. People are just not happy with what they see. And I feel bad for them. For sure. I really do feel bad for them.
Yeah, because life is so beautiful. You know,
short, too.
It's
short.
Too quick.
It goes by fast as fuck. Fast as fuck. I got a little baby. She's not about to be 9. I'm like, dude, this shit is flying, bro. Shit is flying.
You say a little baby, bro. You're gonna hold on to that.
I gotta get on forever, bro. What? You're gonna be 30. I'm my little baby. Like,
fuck how old you are.
That's my baby right there.
I feel you. No cap. I feel you.
That's how I feel though, because time's so fast. I just felt like we were just at the hospital. You know, time just moves, and it does. I told her the other day, I'm like, girl, slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down. You're getting big on me. Like, relax. Like, and I just can't. It's crazy. It's crazy. Life has just moved so fast. Like, it's too short. I've lost so many people to, like, different things. It's like life's too short to care. You know what I mean? About things that you can't control and things that don't matter. Like, going on Instagram and seeing somebody's posting, like, really flipping out. Like, having an opinion about some shit that has nothing to do with you. It's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, it's just people haven't got off that freeway, bro. You know, and I try to preach it as much as I can, but then I get to that point where I feel like I'm a preacher, and they're not gonna want to kick it with me no more.
Or fine, don't kick it with me then.
You know, I'm getting to that point.
Don't kick it with me then.
I'm getting to that point, bro. Is that I can't tolerate hearing people's problems and giving them solutions. Not saying I know everything, but I've been through a lot, and I'll be like, you know, if we were playing a video game and you're like, hey, check this, and you could find like the special key or whatever, and like, nah, I'm not gonna check.
I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why beat the game right now? I want to stay on it for another 30 years. Why beat the game? Like,
you're just playing Grand Theft Auto driving around.
Dog, we had that shit reminds me. My family member was getting married, right?
Yeah.
And they shotgun it, did it fast. And I don't have nothing, no, if you feel like you found your person and you want to get married, lock it in. I'm here for it. But we were on the way to go get a suit because I was his groomsman. And we were on his way to go get a suit. And just something that told me to just ask him. You know what I mean? We were just talking in the car. She was in the car. He was in the car. We were driving. And I was like, have you ever fought before? And he was like, nah, we don't fight. And I was like, yeah, this relationship's going to end real soon. Like, you guys are going to get married and you guys are going to divorce faster than the marriage. You know what I mean? And they were so mad at me for saying it. Like, and I was just like, bro, you get mad when people cry. She's a crybaby. So how is this going to work when you've never even gone through that process yet to see how it's going to work? You know what I mean? How you're going to adapt, how she's going to adapt, how you're going to adjust, how she's going to adjust. You guys haven't done that yet. You're going to do that as you're married. People break up because of that. You guys are just jumping into a marriage and expecting like, oh, we're married. We're going to, oh no, this divorce is going to, they got divorced in like 2 months. And it's not that I'm saying that I'm right, but after the conversation, it goes to the point that you just said, he was like, you know, you can have all the answers and give us all the answers, but sometimes we want to just jump off that bridge. And I looked at him, I said, that was the dumbest shit you could have ever said in your life. If I tell you jump off this bridge, you're going to break your legs.
Water ain't deep.
You're going to break your legs, bro. And you're just like, fuck it, I don't think I'm going to break my legs. Let me just do it. And jump and break your legs. And then your response is, I just had to see for myself. I'm cool. Yeah. I'll take the lessons that people tell me, they teach me, they show me, and I apply that to my life. You know what I mean? That's how I've gotten where I've gotten. That's how I've been in the rooms that I've been in, just taking different opinions and different views and different value points and just, you know, putting it in a pot, grabbing what I need from it and just putting it into my life versus like, I'm just going to go through it and just, I'm going to run through this brick wall by myself and then fuck it, whatever happens, happens. Like, yeah, that's a crazy way to live.
I mean, there's a lot of friends for people like that, so that's cool. They could all
you guys get together. You guys get together, build a community, have kumbayas of just a bunch of dumb niggas running through brick walls. I'm cool with that. Leave me the fuck out of that. I don't want no parts of that brick wall club at all.
You're right. No, you're right about that, and that's the one thing that I'm definitely like coming to terms with. Is I need to evaluate the people that I have around me, the conversations that I'm having around me, and you know, I'm changing my ways. I'm not trying to bitch about things. I'm not trying to focus on the negativity when I could. But somebody asked me how my day is going. It's fantastic. It's fantastic because I'm not going to give anything else any sort of other attention.
We're humans though, right? So like, it's okay to be emotional. Like, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be upset about shit. Something gets under your skin. It's okay to feel that. I think my thing is when you dwell on that, when that's all you want to do. You wake up. People that wake up and watch the news, I feel like have serious mental problems. Like, why the fuck are you turning on the news as soon as you wake up to death, war, depression, and you're just like consuming that all day, and then wondering why your life is where your life is?
No, you're right.
Like, get the fuck off of that. And now, if something happens, you know, somebody disrespects you, somebody says something you don't like, okay, yeah, I'm not telling you don't be human and don't feel that. Cool. That happens in a moment. You express it. You get it out of your system. Move on. I call my people all the time. I don't say I'm complaining, but if something happens that's bothering me, I'm going to let it out. Yeah. I'm not going to just keep it bottled in because I'm not going to be a robot or let it wear on me. You know what I mean? Get it out. But I'm not about to wake up just mad. Like I just turn on the news, war. Oh, God, we're going to war.
What do I do?
What do I do? They're about to come take these. The people are about to have to enlist. You don't? You're fucking 30, my nigga. You do not have to enlist. They're not coming to get you, bro. It's over with. It's over with. You're good. You're good. You're all right. Like, we're just so negative, bro. It's fucking kills
they ain't
me.
Taking you, bro.
They're not taking you. You had 13 knee surgeries. They're not coming to get you, bro.
Won't pass,
you won't pass, bro. You're fine. You're stressing about this shit.
Fuck. That is fucking hilarious. No, that's true, bro.
Bro.
Don't even worry about it. They're not going to take you.
They're not going to take you, guy. They're not going to take you. And if we did, we would lose that war tomorrow. Let's hope they don't take your ass. Let's hope. You have no discipline at all. You see what they do? Dog, there's this video going around of the fucking Chinese soccer team, or Japanese soccer team practicing. Dude, they're practicing like fucking mercenaries. Like, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
They fucking lost. Like, the goal, you lost to Mexico. Like, you know what I mean? And like, it's just like but you guys are doing all this extra shit, and it's just like, bro, like, let's just live life, bro. Let's just be happy that we have another day to wake up and be in the positions that we're in, you know. And if you don't like the position, that's why there's free will. You can go change that. You can go get up in the morning. You can go find a hustle, find a hobby that you love that brings you joy. Go find your joy in this world. There's a million things that you can go do to not be so angry and mad at the life. Yeah. And it's just, I can't do it. I can't dwell on it. So like, to go full circle back to the Drake and Kendrick thing. Yeah, it's good entertainment. Great entertainment from both sides. Loved it. Let's move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Let's move on, you know? Like,
no, you're right.
Life is too short for us to be sitting here talking about some 2-year-olds. Not here, but just in general. Like, so one of my boys, he still brings that shit up. I'm like, bro. Dog, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Get the fuck over it, my nigga. Get over it. It's over with. Like, that's how I felt about Drake. Like, if we're going to do the lawsuit, we're going to do the lawsuit. Go away.
Yeah.
Go away. Stop dropping music. Just go away. Handle your business. Get the money you got to get. Do what you feel like you need to do for your business. But then when you come back and you drop music, just give us the slaps. Don't keep talking about the Kendrick shit. Like, it's just like, it gets over. I get over it.
Yeah, you're not going to convert a Kendrick fan to a Drake fan.
And just like you're not going to convert vice versa. No, you're not at all. There's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could say or do that's going to change anyone's mind.
And that's kind of insert Kendrick and Drake put whatever else you want.
Whatever you want.
They're not
whatever you want.
No one's gonna change their mind about shit
at all, unless it affects them, right? Like
Yeah.
I had a friend that was this hella Trump supporter, right? Like super Trump supporter, and loves Trump and loved everything. And his excuse was, "I'm gonna pick the lesser of two evils,"
Yeah.
right? And I always thought that that was a stupid saying, just because it's not that I care about politics. It doesn't really sway me. Like I said, if it doesn't control my life, then I don't really worry about it. I kind of look at it from hate, right?
Yeah.
Like we've never seen a president evoke like hate as much as one president does over the other nations
Gotcha.
or other presidents. You know, there's people that are throwing eggs and like honking and
For sure.
causing turmoil. Like I was driving one day with my daughter in the car, and we're driving past like a bunch of, you know, Trump supporters outside, and they start like banging on the car and shit. I'm like, bro, like y'all feel this is what I mean by he probably shouldn't be president. It has nothing to do with his politics or anything. We're just evoking hate.
Yeah.
And division, and it's not we're supposed to be coming together as a culture and together as a country. Like I don't know, it's just, but he loved Trump and he was very passionate about it. And when the ICE thing started happening, he was just like, it's not gonna affect me, I don't care. But then I asked him, like, well, brother, your family is like Mexican, you know, you're half Mexican, so like what happens when they pull your people over?
Gotcha.
And, you know, they do that and do that. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. It happened. They get taken away. Can't find them for months.
Oh, shit.
And then he's like, then he goes on this whole podcast tour of apologizing because he went on every podcast advocating for it.
Got it.
And then he's just like, damn, I feel sorry. Like, I didn't know that. I'm like, bro, I told you. This could happen to anyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we got to stop being so, like, self-absorbed and, like, so, like, full of ourselves that we can't see everything that's happening around us. And I just feel like that's more important than you getting less gas. Like, I feel like that's more important.
I can see that.
Like, I don't know. I'm kind of a people person, so I kind of like I try to be as sympathetic to what people are going through in real life issues, you know, not things that I can't control. Like gas is at an all-time high right now, like, and we voted for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard because all of this stuff is made to divide us, you know. So even if social media could tell which way you would sway within, you know, a few minutes of you starting a new account,
right?
You know, so it's gonna feed you the worst of the other side and the best of the other side, and then vice versa. So until you actually want to take time and start to decipher everything, but then it's just like, for what, you know, because, you know, whether you're with one side or the other, you have to understand that we're always going to take the L,
right?
No matter what. No matter who
what
wins.
We're someone's, as a whole, we're going to lose. We're
going to lose. And whether it's this demographic is starting to win this 4 years or what have you, it just, we're all going to lose at the end, and that's the way that the game goes. You have to understand that these are the cards that we're dealt. This shit is meant to hold us down, hold us back. That's why so many people are gravitating more towards like homeschooling now and alternative medicine, and because like the veils are getting lifted from so many aspects of society. And you can't be like our parents are, where it's like, well, they said on CNBC that there could be a nuke that's on the way on Friday. I'm going to go fill up my gas. Like, and then you see Costco, the fucking
lines down
like,
the fucking.
What the fuck?
Bro, when the COVID was happening and everyone ran to the stores to go take all the water and all the shit out I was just thinking in my head, y'all are nuts.
Crazy, bro.
Y'all are insane.
Yeah.
Dude, this long ass line with people wearing masks as if that's gonna stop COVID from fucking spreading, and you're like, I'd be so confused on people's thought process. Like, you know how many times the world was supposed to end since I've been born?
Yeah, right. And then how
I'm still here.
How like self-absorbed as a society do we think that we are, or that okay, if we believe history, we've been here for millions of years. The planet's been here for millions of years. So you think that like this is where it's gonna end? I think I do believe that there has been cataclysmic events that happen multiple times.
100%.
But this window that we're alive is like so small to how long we've been even around as people. As human beings, not even other species, not even dinosaurs or what have you.
Right.
But then, oh shit, next month it's gonna end.
Next month, 2012. I remember when that was the whole thing.
Out of millions of months that have
next month, it's over with. Next month is the last day we're all gonna be on Earth. All right, big dog.
And then you're just gonna be kicking it out.
Yeah, bro.
Doing
Nothing.
Just talk. I'll be at the beach or something. Go maybe steal a car. I don't know.
Right.
If I need
go live life. You know what I mean? Go live life.
Ah.
I have a random question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about The Purge?
The movie?
No,
or just the idea.
The idea.
The idea of The Purge. I mean, to that aspect, I don't know, because
we think negative, right? So we go to like killing.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
We go to killing.
Yeah.
The idea of the purge is just a one day of all crime is legal. So whatever that crime is, like you said, steal a car, right? Yeah. Whatever that crime is, go rob a bank, go help your family out. Whatever the crime is, you would do. How would you feel about that? I
would be more scared than taking advantage of it, because I feel like I have things to lose. Now, if I was who I was in the past and didn't have much to lose, especially don't have a family, I would probably be on the side of, yeah, let's do it. But I think that there has to be some sort of way for people to get their aggression out. And saying that getting the aggression out doesn't mean that the aggression has to be put on somebody else, but a day or a time focused on something that people can let out this frustration. Let out the steam all at one time, instead of every day you're just
building up,
building up. I don't know if that's kind of what you're getting to.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that there should be more focus on letting those negative feelings out in some sort of way, because everything that we focus on, it's still building up anxiety and pressure. Like even sports,
right?
You watch sports because you're like, oh, I love to watch sports, but you're still like, no, fuck the other guy.
Yeah. Fuck that team.
Fuck John. Hey, John, fuck you. You lost. Like that's still building it up, and like. The way that I do it personally is my wife and we've got into running, and that's a great way to let off.
How you like
steam. I love it so much, dude. I love it.
Yeah, my fiance is a big runner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big runner. She just started running.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't have it. I ruptured my Achilles.
Oh, okay.
Hooping. So I'm just now walking. I've been down since that torn and ruptured it in February.
Oh man!
So I couldn't walk for 4 months.
Wow.
Leg up, just sitting there, and people were like, "You were so depressed, huh?" No, dude. Like, no, I was smoking hella weed, playing video games, making music. Like, yeah, do I wish I can walk? Like, there was points where I would get annoyed. You know what I mean? Definitely. Like, you can't. I'm riding around in a scooter in my house or crutches and shit like that. Like, can't go to my daughter's games, you know what I mean? Can't pick her up for school because I can't drive. So there's little things that annoy me, you know what I mean? Absolutely. But like, I don't know. I don't have that. I guess as I get older, I start to become less angry.
Gotcha.
Like as I was like younger, like I was just an angry kid, you know what I mean? Everything just made me mad. Every time that somebody would talk, I'd be annoyed. Like, why the fuck are you talking so loud? You know what I mean? And it'd be like talking like this. I'm not even talking loud.
Yeah.
It's just your voice is bothering me. You know what I mean? And as I get older, I'm just like, bro, who cares? Like, who cares? So I asked the purge question just because I like to get people's thoughts on it. Because you make a great point about like having things to lose and all that. But like, even with no purge, God forbid, all this can be taken tomorrow.
For sure.
So it's like, I just asked that thought process just to see what people think and stuff on the conversation.
Yeah, I think that there should be a little more focus on mental health and not as far as like real mental health, and not just using it as like a clickbait or something to now I have my mental health patch. You know? I'm a mental health advocate. No, like real shit.
Real shit.
Like I said, like running. You know, being part of like a group that has nothing to do with music, with cars, with anything like that. Something just so out of left field, where you're surrounded with people that you would never talk to
ever.
But then you get to realize like, oh shit, we're all humans. We're dealing with the same thing, and it's fun to, you know, go running, or I don't know what people do, like play pickleball or something.
I wanted to get into that. I be seeing the older white gentlemen at the gym killing it. They be loving that shit, pickleball. I'll be like, yeah, I want to get into it one day. Yeah, maybe one day I'll do it. But
I hear it's fun, bro. So I want to jump more into the music.
Let's do it.
So tell me more about the album. When did you get the idea for it, and when did you? You say you only took 4 days to make it.
Yeah.
So when you thought of the idea, the whole premise, what you wanted it to be about, towards when it dropped on Sunday night, how long was that process?
Yeah, man. So I started. Man, when did I start making the music? I started making it in April.
Okay.
Made in April, finished in April.
Gotcha.
Then from there it was just about rolling it out, make sure how, you know, set up the interviews. They came up with the title just very simple. I usually try to stop overthinking everything. Like my first album solo was Taboo, so I did the Taboo series, like the game Charade, you know, the game Taboo.
Yes.
So I used to play that a lot as a kid. So I just had those being the titles 1 through 4. And then I did a break from solo music and just did collab tapes. So I did a collab tape with Big Time Bake. I did a collab tape with one of my artists, Mike Valley. Then I met this guy whose voice is like crazy. He sounds like a fucking angel. So I made a group with him. We did a collab project. And then I was just like, all right, it's time to get back into making solo music again. Everybody kept asking me, you know, when are you going to drop a new project? So did that, and it's just the flow of it was very easy. Like, it was very simple. Like, the words just happened to just fall out. You know what I mean? It just came easy. I did a different process than usual. Usually I'll find a beat and write to the beat.
Gotcha.
Or freestyle, whatever I do. But this time I had wrote the songs already, and I was just writing how I felt and then finding a beat that fits for the words that I already have, which was very, very fun and stressful at the same time. It's very interesting to do it that way.
Yeah.
But it allowed me to get my real thoughts out on certain things, and like you said, it's a love album, you know what I mean? And that's definitely what I was trying to get across. So I felt like I hit that, but I also didn't want to do it boring. I wanted it to be like music you could play at a concert and feel big. Like when I was hurt, we went to the Ye concert.
Okay.
And he's one of my favorite artists, so we went there, and just how I felt. I was on a scooter, like, so I couldn't walk or anything, but I just kept feeling like I just want to jump around, like, and I would looking to my right, looking to my left, and seeing like everyone. We were in a box, so it was like all my homies, and then there was like random people that were in the box as well, and just seeing all these groups of people like coming together to sing these songs, you know what I mean? And it just made me feel like, all right, I need to make a stadium, something that could register in the stadium and make everybody, you know, feel like they can sing these songs. I went to the Michael Jackson movie, and this is when I realized, like, I already known he was the GOAT, right? Like, I already knew he was that guy. But then after the movie, I just went back and played all his songs again, just with a new mindset after the movie. And I was thinking, like, dude, all these songs are love songs. Every single song.
Okay.
Every song that is like a big song, like a huge song, 9 times out of 10 it's a love song.
Interesting.
So if you take out the beats, if you just put it on like Billie Jean, it's a love song. Rock With You, it's a love song. You know, Human Nature, love song. PYT, love song. It's like if you just strip down the songs that are really, really huge songs, like the biggest songs in the world, they're all love songs.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to have love, no matter what it looks like for other people. Everyone wants to feel love. And so that's why I was just like, let me do this. You know what I mean? Let me put this, into a style that I like and that I love. So I was just doing big cinematography. Like, I'm huge into that shit. Huge into movies. Huge into, I like write scripts and shit like that. So I'm just huge. I'm just really big into all that stuff. So I was just like, let me make this as big as possible about love. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what I did, and I feel like I hit the mark on it for sure.
So when you finished the album or finished all the songs, did you like have a sit down with your fiance, or did you just give her the, like, how does that feel, since everything is kind of geared towards how you feel about her?
Yeah. Nah, bro. I just, anything I'm ever doing, I let her listen to it when I'm done.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'll put the songs together, mix it down already, put it in order, how I'm gonna put it in order, and then I'll just let her listen to it. And however she gravitates to it, she gravitates to it. She lets me be free, right? Like, I'll talk crazy as fuck on songs. You know what I mean? I'll talk about past shit that most people would get in trouble about. You know what I mean? I'll come up with a character in the vibe of like how I'll watch a movie and make a song about the character I just watched in the movie.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So she doesn't take anything personal. So like for this album, it was no different. Just make the music. I sent it to a group of my friends. They kind of gave me their feedback about what songs they liked the most, what songs they didn't like the most, and just kind of just go from there. And with her, she gonna ride. You know what I mean? She gonna ride for me no matter what. So I could be talking about, like, there's a song on there I'm talking about an ex-girl, or you know what I mean, or something like that, and she lets me rock and doesn't have an issue with it. You know what I mean? She lets me be creative. Now, does she have an issue with it? I don't know. She doesn't tell me. She, we're human at the end of the day, so she probably does, but she'll never like put that and make it an issue. Like, I don't want you dropping that song you're talking about. It's never that. So
gotcha.
Yeah, no, I just let her listen to it when I'm done, and however she gravitates to it, she gravitates towards it.
Dope. So from all the things that you say and what you've been talking about, can I say that you're like a creative, like at your foundation?
Oh yeah, 100%.
When did you start to realize that about yourself, even before music or anything, that you had the creativity in you?
Football.
Football, okay.
Yeah, football.
Interesting. How do you put that together?
When I was playing Pop Warner, I don't know if you know about like sports, but there's this called the veer. It's a football lineup for offense, right? Down lineman, quarterback, fullback, 2 running backs. So there would be a running back who was fast and he was good, but he had no creativity. Like he had in our fullback, same thing, fast, good, physical, had no creativity. So when we were in tough games, like, yeah, they would score the ball and shit like that, but when we would play like dogs, like good ass teams, they couldn't do shit. Like, it was very easy to stop them because they had no creativity when it came to having the ball in their hands. With me, I was always the opposite of that. So like, I'm fast as hell, so I was always be able to create. And point guard also, basketball. Like, being able to create offense for people by using your eyes, by using your passes. So certain things, like being a running back, you would get the ball and they would tell you 6 hole is where you got to run the ball to. You're going to run it to the right in between the tackle and the guard. That's where the hole is going to be open, right? Most people are just going to go run through that hole, right? If it's there or not there, they're just going to run full speed into it. That's what I'm told to do. That's what I'm going to do it. I'm not going to have any extras on it. I'm just going to do that. Now, if a defender comes, of course, I'm going to try my best to juke him or run him over, but I'm going to run through this hole. And me, I never been that way. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get the ball because the ball is here. You want to pitch me the ball to the 6 hole. I'm gonna go there. But if there's nothing there, I'm gonna find another outlet. I'm gonna create something for my God-given talent. I'm gonna figure out a way to go score this ball into the end zone. So I always realized that as a kid. I always realized early on when my parents started asking me for advice. Just because of how I think.
Interesting.
Like, they would go through something and just how I would think, I would be non-biased. Like, I'm non-biased in them. They could, somebody's wrong, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. You know what I mean? But we're going to find out a solution and think about it from that way. So just as a kid, bro, I've always been left brain. You know what I mean? More than right brain. Like, I've always been on the side of creative. How are we going to find the solution? The solution isn't just right in front of us. Even though it could appear that way.
Yeah.
It could appear that way. Like, oh, yeah, I got all the answers. It's just, let me read this textbook and it's going to tell me exactly what it is. I was terrible at school because of that. You know what I mean? 2 + 2 = 4. I mean...
Does it?
Does it? You know what I mean? Does it? Like, okay, why? Because you're telling me that?
Yeah.
And the point. So, here's this point, here's this point, this point, this point. That's 4. So, okay, but like, does it though?
Yeah.
Like, what about the roundness of it? Like, why are we going off the points? Yeah. And if we're going off the points, if I put the 2 in a different shape, then there's 4 points at the end. It's not just 2 points. But you guys are telling me that it's only you know what I mean? I was never good at just structured things. So that's kind of where I got my creative from. And I realized that early on, I just think different than people.
You had a lot of curiosity?
Always, yeah. But never curiosity to get me in trouble. Just curiosity to why people think the way they think.
Gotcha.
Like, why did you make that decision? You know what I mean? I'm very interested in why you decided to turn right instead of left.
Yeah. That's interesting that you had your parents asking you for advice at a young age. That probably gave you a lot of confidence, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, either you're going to take it or you're not going to take it, right? That advice. But yeah, my dad, my stepdad, he told me one thing that like always registers with me, and I always tell my daughter, but I say it in a different way. We were sitting in the car, and he was on the phone, and he's a businessman, always on the phone, always talking business, can learn anything, right? Just sit there, and we were yelling in the back. We were just yelling, yeah, as kids, as kids do. And he was like, I'm on the fucking phone. Instead of just talking, why don't y'all shut the fuck up and listen, because y'all can learn something. And from that moment on, I literally just stopped saying my opinion first. I would just listen to people first. I would just listen to how someone thinks, why they thought that way, and then give my advice from there. And versus living it from experience. Most people give their advice through life experience, but okay, if you haven't experienced this scenario, how can you give advice if you're always going off of life experiences? You can't help me if you've never been in my skin before.
Yeah.
But it's about listening. If you listen to the problem, there's a way to figure it out without having to go through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of just how I've always been.
I always like to reference a quote from Charlemagne. He says, a smart person learns from their mistakes, but a wise person learns from the mistakes of others.
100%.
And yeah, I love that, man. And just to follow people that I admire and consume their content and whatever they have to talk about, and just hear their stories and be like, okay, I can take that into consideration.
Right. If
that problem ever arises, I could always think, well, I mean, now there's this kind of possibility. It could go this way,
right,
or what have you.
Right.
Relationships
are key.
Beautiful.
Like relationships and listening to people is like very key. Like, I'm at Interscope right now, and I got the job just from relationships.
Okay.
Like relationships, and started off with a girl getting Adderall from me, and then would just listen to her problems, you know what I mean? And I had no idea who she was. She would just talk, and I'll just listen and just be quiet. And one day she just asked me my opinion, and I gave her my opinion, and she was like, oh shit, you're like really smart. Like you, and I'm just like, no, you've told me this already. I'm just listening to you. So I know what you don't want to do, and I know what you do want to do. So why are we sitting here back and forth? Why are you having these issues when it's very simple, you know what you should do. You've already said it.
Yeah.
And so that dialogue led her to be like, no, come work for me. You know what I mean? And that led me from going here and here to here in 4 months to being one of the head A&Rs at Interscope, just being in the right rooms and just listening.
Gotcha.
Everyone's voicing their opinions and everybody's like wants to be that guy. And it's like, allow these people to make the mistakes and you figure out why they made the mistakes, have the answer for that mistake, and you'll be the solution guy. And from that point on, everybody would just come to you to find the solutions and shit. And that's where you want to be, you know what I mean?
A&R for Interscope. That's awesome, bro. So what does an actual A&R
You find talent. You find talent. You find to me, I'm a writer as well. So I do wear a bunch of different hats. You find talent. You write songs for different people. Go to different showcases, can make connections. They'll send me an artist that I find. Usually I send them the artist, so I'll go like a Big Time or like a Randy White or something like that. I'll fuck with them, hear what they got going on, send it to my people, see if we can find out a partnership, just kind of find talent around the area that I'm told to go find talent.
Gotcha.
And then I'm also a writer, so they'll send me to, like I wrote on the Baby's album, I wrote on a bunch of other people's projects, and I wrote on the Drake and Party's album.
Oh, okay.
So like but that through connection, you know what I mean? I was at a barbershop getting a haircut by my boy. Party's fucking day one dude is in there getting haircut, and I'm just like listening to him talk, and I'm like, he sounds familiar. And then registered who he was, got connection with him. He invited me over to the house. They were writing music. I was sitting there quiet, just like not talking, just listening, and they're like, damn, I need a line here. I need a line. And nobody could come up with a line. I'm just like, okay, well, that's a line. Here, say this. Then that goes into, oh, damn, you actually can write. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, yeah, bro, I make music. I have my own record label. Like, I don't, but I go into everything with just paying attention, you know what I mean? And just listening to people and just trying to learn as much data as I can learn. And that's just kind of helped me get to where I'm at right now, you know, and same with the A&R position, just kind of helps me get there.
So you were actually in the studio with Party Next Door while he's writing songs?
Writing songs, yeah.
Beautiful, bro. That's so cool, man.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Sure. I appreciate it, bro. It's cool.
Yeah. Cool. I'm pretty sure to you it's like, you know, just another day because this is just
universe.
But like, that's cool. I really admire music and the whole like, not the music industry, just like all of the creation of everything, and I love that stuff, man.
Yeah, no, when you were showing me your garage and shit downstairs, I was like, my brain was spinning. Like I was like, probably like just like, oh no, it's cool, but like my brain was like, I was looking at the engine. I had to look at the engine like 4 times. I'm like, bro, how the fuck did you guys put this together? Like there's so many fucking pieces, and you're like, we make these, and then you're showing me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like my brain is just going crazy. Like this bolt does this so the car can even drive, because without the bolts the shit's gonna go in that ear. Like my brain's just going crazy, and I'm just like, bro, this is so dope. Like this shit is fire.
Thank you, bro. And that's, you know, that's the same thing with me. It's just, this is just my universe, so this is
normal shit
to what we do. Fuck, I was just gonna ask you something on the tip of my tongue, bro.
You good.
Anyway, so you did the tape. I saw the tape. I listened to that one that you did with Big Time Bake. Tell me about him, bro, because I had him on the podcast and he gave me a lot of good vibes.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Shit, there's not much to talk about. He's a really genuine guy. He's really talented. The fans seem to gravitate towards his music and gravitate towards what he's doing. He's really great with content. You know what I mean? He knows what to say and what to do to get people's ears, you know, perking up.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just an all around great dude. I met him. So I have a record label, 7 Records. It's like Phyllis Driller, who's my brother. I got a bunch of other people, but yeah. But we did a festival, a music festival called Lucky Summer Fest.
Okay.
And we just started, finding different artists that want to perform. It's just like it was an 805 thing. So trying to find an 805 artist that was super dope. And he had tapped in with us on the second one. We did 2 of them, and on the second one, he tapped in with us. So he's been on our radar for a minute, just music-wise. I think like 21, maybe 20.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah.
That was right when he was starting out.
Yeah, so we've been on his, he's been around since then. So just fucking with him then, and then just to see the progression that he's at now. He's always made dope music. Even I remember we were sitting there, and it was voted by a committee. Like, so the committee would vote to get the artist onto the billing. And even then, when he sent in the 2 songs, we were all like, "Oh, this dude's fucking fire!" You know what I mean? Yeah. He's on immediately. Like he's always has the ear. He's always had a talent. He always had the voice. So I'm happy to see what he's doing, and he keeps growing. So that's fire.
I love it, man. Shout out to him
for sure.
I love podcasting, and I was telling you before I started this in 2018, and that's why it's called Downtime with Downstar, because it's what I want to talk about in my downtime.
For sure.
I want to talk about music. I want to talk about just things that I'm thinking about and want to throw it at somebody and get their opinion on it, or
100%.
whatever. I feel like this podcast is a good spot for me to talk to locals that are doing something and hear what they've got going on, and like we've been tapping in with a lot of music artists, and I feel like this could be a platform for them to come and talk about whatever they can, and then just deliver it to my network and
grow from there.
Hopefully it can help somebody out.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
But that's my idea with the podcast.
Yeah.
So you do a podcast as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's with Connect the Coast?
I do. I have a network, so we do a lot of different shows.
Okay.
I have the 7 Spill podcast. We actually stopped doing that. We just broke that into like an Iceberg Lounge podcast.
Okay.
So we have that, which is just us pretty much just talking about what's going on during the week, and just talking shit on whatever things that are happening in the culture.
Got it.
Usually I'll just go on a rant with my people, you know what I mean, and get opinions and argue back and forth, kind of like similar to Joe Budden podcast a little bit.
Okay.
Then we have the Listening Lounge, where we go and break down the new album that comes out. So a new album will come out, we'll go listen to it. It's like 6 of us, so we'll go listen to it on our own time, then come in and give our opinions on it. I did the Connect the Coast one, CTC Radio, every Wednesday and Thursday on Instagram Live and YouTube. So that's pretty dope. That's a vibe with different communities. It's me, Lord Sanctus, and the Big Mike. And we kind of just, same thing, just kind of talk about what's going on during the week, but we do music reviews. We do a bunch of different stuff on that one, so that's dope. And then, we have more shows cooking up in the network. We have the basketball show, Garbage Time, where we just talk about hoops. Different shows like that. We're doing our football one when it comes up. So we just kind of stay active in all areas of podcasting and just be in the vibe for sure.
Got it. So talk to me about monetization. Are you able to monetize any of these? Have you?
Yeah, we're on Patreon.
Okay.
We're on Patreon. I believe in monetization. Money is very important. Not the most important thing. Building community is also important. So we do that. YouTube is fun, right? Like it's a good way for people to experience what you're doing and look at it, but it doesn't pay the bills, right?
Gotcha.
Like it doesn't. Like I have to go crazy in my day job to be able to afford the shit that I get to do the podcast. So I just thought it was just best to, find a market of people that fuck with us the best. $1, $3, $5. There's different tiers, and people just pay a monthly subscription to what we're doing, to listen to what we're doing and how we rock. I always preach that to different platforms that I go on to, just because this shit is stressful, right? It's fun. We love to do it. We love to talk.
Yeah.
But it's stressful, and sometimes you can get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? You have Netflix now. Like, that's a paid subscription to watch your favorite podcasts that were on YouTube and no longer on YouTube. And like Joe Rogan is on a platform you have to pay for to see the video and see the audio. You listen to the audio, but it's very hard to find it on Spotify. It's not the easiest. If you want to watch it, you got to pay for that. Like, I feel like being a boss is important as well, and making this a business is important as well. It is a fun thing to do. It's fun, but I'm not me, Jenner, but us, as creators, we're losing sleep. We're losing relationships. We're putting our backs on the line because of our opinions. Like, if you want to watch this, you got to pay for that. Now, I'll have it on like Apple podcasting or Spotify podcasting so that you can hear it, but cameras aren't free. Mixing isn't free. Editing the video after we're done shooting isn't free.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. And to create a network so where we can do movies, we're just about to we funded our first movie that's coming out soon called The Perfect Date. And, that's because of Patreon, you know what I mean? And having the subscription model allowed us to, pay for those things and pay for movies to get done and shit like that. So I don't know. I'm very big on that. I know not everybody believes in that stuff, but I feel like, do you believe in yourself? And if you believe in yourself, like, kind of look at Joe Budden, who went from a struggling rapper, one hit wonder, to in a group with Slaughterhouse, to like, everyone respects him as an MC, but nobody was playing his music. He was down on his ass. He didn't have no money. He didn't have no one that was out here checking for him. Puts his shit on Patreon, becomes one of the best podcasters in the world, and now he's worth $500 million because of what he delivers to the world. And I don't know. I don't think it's just about money, but this shit ain't, you got to keep the lights on somehow, you know what I mean? And it's very important to me to keep growing business and scaling it till and then when you're done with that scale, you start a new business and scale it and try to take over the world that way,
I feel like this is something that I need to hear. I believe in like the universe, and you're going to be fed these ideas, and it's on you to take them. So like, let me just give you the background on this real quick. So we do this since 2018. I started as a hobby, and still to this day it's a hobby. I love podcasting. 100% of this is done by me, from booking to editing to cameras to every single aspect of it, to doing the reels, to putting on social media. 100% of everything that you see from us is through me, which I love to do it. But it would be nice if there was some sort of monetary gain from it, because some of the podcast numbers, I'm not sure what they are, because you don't get like one lumped up where it's like this episode you got thousands of listens or whatever, right. And Patreon would be something sick, even if it was $1 a month or what have you, just something to quantify simple.
That's what we do. It's $1, $3, $5. The different tiers allow you to get different shows, what I mean? And if you have a $5 tier, you're going to get 4 shows. You know what I mean? You're going to get $3 tier, you'll probably get 2 shows. And then the $1 tier, you'll just get the 1 episode that we shoot once a week. You know what I mean? And just kind of give them. But I love that you do it as a hobby. But, bro, that can get burning.
Yeah, for sure.
That can burn you out. That can stress you out. You're doing everything. You got to edit it. You got to shoot a bunch of episodes, then go edit them, then go forget the clips, then chop up the clips, then put the words to the clips, and then post it on social media, go pay to go put it on Instagram to go get it boost up, you know what I mean? And you're taking money out of your pocket to do it, and that's fun for a little bit. For a little bit, then it becomes like
7-8 years.
It's fun, but then it's like, dude, like how, okay, I think about it like this. If I want to give you a deal, right? I want to give you a podcast deal. You do a podcast, it's lit. I want to give you a deal.
Yeah.
What would be your argument, or what would be your counter to me just giving you an X amount of dollars, right? If Spotify's coming, right?
Yeah.
Spotify already has billions and billions of people that are on Spotify. So that's why they stopped giving out deals, because they realize people are already on Spotify. They're not coming to Spotify because of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
They're already on Spotify. So for me, it was like, okay, if I get a community of 2,000 people or 100 people or 50 people, I have the leverage to now in these deals, I'm bringing this to you. You know what I mean? So now my worth is what I say it is. If I have 100 people, $5 a month, it's $500 a month. I'm making $500 a month off of this things. Now when I go into the deal and they want to give me 10,000, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna make that in less than it. I'm gonna make that in whatever X amount of time. You know what I mean? It's not worth it for me.
Yeah.
You got to up that. And for Netflix, it's like, that's why the shows that they take in, like the Rory and Mal show or like the Breakfast Club show, you know, it's Rory and Mal did it the smart way. They're still doing it the smart way, which is I'm going to do my 2 episodes. This is what Netflix requires, but I'm going to have my Patreon as well. So that I have my, you know, my core fans. I'm still making the bread. I'm double dipping into the pockets. You know what I mean? If you're a super fan of me, you're going to go subscribe to the Patreon. You're still going to watch me on Netflix. Netflix get the subscription. I get a flat rate pay for you to take my podcast, right? You gave me $200,000 to take the Rory and Mal podcast 2 episodes a week. But that's it. You're making the more money because people are going to subscribe to you monthly off of our backs of what we did. But here on Patreon, it's now flipped. You know what I mean? I'm now Netflix. And now I can now fund what I'm doing and create what I'm doing, and people come tap in, and I'm making that monthly. And monthly, it's not about the bread, but it's about also the community. Now I know who's watching. Yeah. Now I know who's actually tapped in. Now I can email them. And then people are like, I had a argument with one of my boys. Not argument, but this is how my brain works. Right? I was talking to my mom, and then so I was like, maybe I just think so different than everybody, because maybe I'm tripping. And I know I'm not tripping, but that's just, maybe I'm tripping. That's just what I got to tell myself from me not losing my mind. But he needed to shoot. He wanted to do a podcast interview. He wanted to interview somebody. And he said it was going to be big, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll videotape it. I'll bring the audio. I'll do all the equipment. I'll do everything that you need for free. Just give me the 2-week exclusive.
Okay.
So let me just put it on my Patreon for 2 weeks. We can still promote the clips. I'll send you the clips that I have on the whatever you have, and then we'll drop it on YouTube. We'll drop it on your YouTube. After the 2 weeks, you'll have the clips to promote your YouTube. You don't even have to promote it for the Patreon. Just say in 2 weeks we have this episode coming out. Dude, it's a win-win for you.
Yeah, only your network is going to see it for the 2 weeks.
2 weeks, only my network. And it was very wasn't registering. You know what I mean? It wasn't registering to him. And it wasn't registering because he was so, I just want everybody to come and watch it. They are.
Yeah.
So now you're going to come out of pocket by somebody else, because I'm not going to do it for free. So now you're going to come out of pocket and have to pay somebody to shoot it, edit it, have the audio mix, have everything, the clips. You're going to have to pay for that. When you could have you could have got it all for free. And if all I'm asking is my job, I just have to do my job if I want to make X amount of money. If I want to make X amount of money, then I have to promote it.
It's your community. It's your reels that you're making. Yeah.
But it's not for me necessarily. These reels are for you. I'm not going to fuck up your audience. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, no, promote my Patreon. No, that's a me thing. If no one watches it, you got a podcast for free.
Yeah.
You just did that for free, you know? And so it was people don't think business first. They think fun or hobby first. And not saying that that's a bad thing, but hobbies and funness doesn't keep the lights on, doesn't keep your wife happy, doesn't keep gas in your car, doesn't keep your downstairs business going crazy. You got to do your downstairs business going crazy so that you can afford to have fun with this shit. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When it's 2 different businesses. It's not a hobby. This is a business.
Okay.
And if you think in that mindset, oh, bro, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
You're unstoppable. I go to the bank. I can get a black card off of my podcast business. I get a black card off of my downstairs business. I'm now balling. You know what I mean? And for two different things, it's like our brains have to start adapting and changing and doing that. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong.
No, I love this
at all.
Going, bro.
I'm just saying it's just we can do so much more. We can be so much more. We can, like, that's why I was glad Bake put his shit on Patreon. I had my album done 2 months before I released it, right? So I sell early copies, and early copies is just me putting the album out, already done. And instead of me going to your house and selling you a CD, I don't make any money off streaming. You could stream my album 1,000,000 times and I'll make $200.
Got you.
That's if you stream it 1,000,000 times. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to make any money. So this is for the love. I don't do this shit for the love. I love it. But if it was just for the love, I'd just keep it to myself and just listen to it for myself. When I'm giving you my heart, I feel like it needs to come with monetary value. And it has to. Or what am I doing? You know what I mean? That's just pointless to me. That's just spinning backwards. Okay. Like, I don't agree to that. I don't agree to that notion. Like, when you go see a movie, you got to go pay to watch the movie. You have to go pay to go see Michael Jackson movie. It's not for free.
Yeah.
They made it with the love, but they got to get paid for that. You know what I mean? And so this how I take it. I just take it as a business. So early copies, I make sure I try to sell. I did it already, so I already know the math and the logistics of it. So I do it 2 months beforehand. 2 months, I sell it for $10. I'll figure out, I'll try to sell it to, I've sold, this album I sold 400 copies of the early. So right. 400 at $10 a pop. And then we have then when it comes out, I'll double dip with the streaming. And whatever comes from the streaming comes from the streaming. But I'm able to live my life by continuing to do that and I drop music I try to drop an album every 6 months. So just keep going, you know what I mean? And I just kind of keep rocking and keep rolling like that. I got an album coming in January. I had an album in January, with 6 months from that. So it'll be June, you know what I mean? I try to kind of keep that same method all the way through. And I'm going to double dip, you know what I mean? And I'm going to have the podcast business. I'm going to have 15 shows. I'm going to do one on YouTube for free. I'm going to do the music one that's every once in a blue moon, every time an album drops. So we did Ye, we did Drake, we did Kehlani, we did Chris Brown. So I'm going to just have those on there when they drop. That's on YouTube. You go get it. I'm going to do the basketball one on YouTube. You can go get that one. It's free. But when I'm sitting here and I got to drive from my house, I live 2 hours away. So when I have to drive 2 hours away to come to Ventura to shoot the podcast, I got to turn around and go back home. Another 2 hours. That's 4 hours. That's minus the talking part, minus the editing, minus the shit I have to do. I know you gonna pay for this. You're gonna pay for it. I'm sorry. Okay. If you want the free shit, then I got some free shows for you. You know what I mean? Like, I got some shit for you. You could just, if you only, it's $1.
Yeah. Or
$3 or $5. I'm not breaking people's back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not 25 over the head. Like, I could be, but then I'll just, if I feel like that, I feel like it's a great episode. Like, I have a mentor that's going to be getting out of jail soon, and he told me he'll do my podcast. I'm not putting that on my $5 tier. That's a $25 just to watch it. It's going to be $25 to watch that. And because of who it is, I'm not going to say his name on here, but because who it is, it's going to be huge. And I feel like that's worthy and it's necessary and it's going to be great content and people are going to enjoy the content. So what's $25, bro? Like,
for sure. Now, when that drops, will that ever make it to a public forum?
Absolutely.
And how long of a gap do you need to make a certain amount in your head? Or are you just going
to me, it's a certain amount.
Okay.
It's a certain amount. But you can't kill, you want everything to be perfect timing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So you can't pass the timing because you're worried about money, right? So I give myself 2 months.
Okay.
2 months max.
Got you.
Like it's gonna be on here but for that podcast, that particular one, it'll be probably 3 weeks.
Got you.
Just because I don't want to lose the moment. You don't want to lose the moment. So you want to keep that moment still hot. So probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks around there, and drop it like that. I kind of love how Joe does it, right? So Joe goes, he'll do his. So because of YouTube and how YouTube works, you can't put music into your podcast without.
Yes.
So he'll do the version of the podcast that comes out a day or 2 days after he already did his normal podcast. But if you're on the Patreon, you get it Wednesdays and Saturdays. But when it's on YouTube, you'll get the Wednesday episode Saturday, and you'll get the Saturday episode Wednesday. So you're always behind. You're always a week behind.
Got you.
And he'll do it like that. But he takes the music out. You don't get the full vibe because you can't on YouTube if you want to be monetized. So he'll take the music out. He'll do that like that. So, for example, for like you or something like that, if I just did Cyrilus. Mm-hmm. Let's say I'm going to do Cyrilus and I'm going to say the Big Time Bake, right? Let's say you do those two. And let's say Cyrilus. Cyrilus, I'm going to do, when do you drop?
Well, I mean, I want to get on a schedule. I'm not on a schedule, but I would like it to be every Tuesday.
Okay, so let's say every Tuesday, right? And let's say you shoot, what day is it? Monday?
Yeah.
Today's Monday. Let's say you shoot every Sunday or Monday, right? Gives you 2 days of editing, whatever. Let's say you shot Saturday and you want to drop Tuesday. Sunday you'll be done with it. Maybe Monday you'll be done with it. You drop it on Monday on your Patreon.
Got you. Okay.
Every Tuesday is going to be on YouTube. But on Monday, for my real fans, I would say not Tuesday if it's Monday. So let's say you drop it on your Patreon Monday. Let's say you'll drop the episode on YouTube on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's in cement, so I'm
I'm just thinking like let's just say that, right? Let's say you shoot it on Saturday. Saturday you shoot, and it's not really about current events. It's about the person that you're talking to. So it doesn't matter. You could take forever to do whatever. But let's just say Saturday I shoot. Monday I'm gonna drop the episode on Patreon. Thursdays is when I drop it on YouTube. That 3-day window is, and when I drop it on YouTube. Shit, I may even make it if it's a 3-hour conversation, I'm gonna make it an hour. You know what I mean? And something like that, right?
I was thinking that I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
So our episodes go for like 2 hours or whatever. I was thinking about what if I chop it at 30 minutes and be like the rest.
Get the rest on Patreon. Yeah. Whatever, however method you feel like is the best, but that works as well.
Okay,
like it's worth it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Like, and what do you have to lose? You don't, what, the 300 views you were already going to get?
No, you're right, because the position that I'm at right now is that nothing is blowing up. Though YouTube isn't blowing up, or anything isn't blowing up. So right now I feel like I have the time to like figure out what I can do.
Yeah.
Change it from a Tuesday to Wednesday. You know, like you said, drop it on Patreon. I don't mind cutting the episode to 30 minutes, and if you like it, jump on Patreon
and watch and watch the whole thing.
And if you want to listen to it, it's going to be on Spotify or SoundCloud, iTunes, whatever for free. You can listen to it,
and you can watch it the 30 minutes. You know what I mean? If you just want to watch the 30 minutes and listen to the rest, you can go do that
for sure.
But if max, right? I do the numbers, so I'm like a numbers guy. At max, if you're gonna do an interview with Big Time, right? You're gonna get you at max, and there's no shot to anybody. You just at max, you're gonna get 2,000 views. So let's just say that
for sure.
Say you're gonna get 2,000 views, and if you look at the logistics, people cut it off after 30 minutes to 45 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
So they're not even watching the full 2 hours. You have your X amount of fans that are listening to it for the two hours. Those are your super fans.
There you go.
I'm gonna go make my super fans feel the love and appreciation that I do for them. If it's $5 a month, it's $5 a month. But it's just different. Just the way thinking, we just got to change our thought process sometimes. Yeah. And like Sanctus always says, like, we're not monetized, so why are we watching what we say and da-da-da-da-da-da? I'm just like, well, we can be monetized. You're choosing not to because you want people that wouldn't support us to support us. You know what I mean? Like,
you're catering to the wrong people.
We're catering to people that don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
We're sitting here for the 2 hours every day, talking every day, and we cut it from every day to Wednesday and Thursday because the numbers weren't going how we wanted the numbers to go. But if we were getting paid for these same numbers, then we would still be doing it Monday through Friday.
Yes.
There would be no reason to cut it just to 2 days.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And it's just the thought process of it. But
damn, I love that, bro. Because like most people that I talk to, especially in my network, I mean, they don't have that kind of game or can't even see it from that perspective, you know. But I love it because, like, it makes so much sense what you're saying. I feel like our podcast has great conversations. And
conversations.
We get to dive into more things than just like, oh, your album is rolling out or whatever.
Right.
Like, no, I want people that don't even know who you are to listen and be like, oh shit, let me check out his album because I fuck with the conversation that we had.
100%.
You know, so I feel like that's my strong point in it. But I'm still trying to figure out how to make it into a business without playing those kind of games where I got to get you to say some crazy shit
right,
so I can monetize that, and then hopefully YouTube blows up.
Right.
But now I got to worry about the things I'm going to say on YouTube so they don't flag it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather make YouTube 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, get the gist of it, and then have Patreon. And Patreon it's not so much about making money. Yeah, it is. You're paying your $1 to $5 or whatever.
Yeah.
But now you know that I have the freedom and my guest has the freedom to talk about
whatever they want to talk
about.
It's on a paywall.
It's on a paywall.
So they have free. That's why you asked me earlier. Just let me know timestamp. I'll cut it. It's on Patreon, bro. Leave it on there. You know what I mean? Leave it on there. You can't cut that shit. You know what I mean? Don't cut it. It's unraw, uncut, unfiltered, real conversation that we have. And for the first 30 minutes, don't cuss. Don't cuss for the first 30 minutes. Don't say anything incriminating for the first 30 minutes. After that, I'll have a button that
a timer.
Tick, but let's go. You know what I mean? Episode cuts off as soon as I say let's fucking go. You know what I mean? You go to Patreon and you go get it if you want that.
Yeah.
Right? If you want that. And if not, I can make the same episode 30 minutes. And you can enjoy that there. You know what I mean? And the numbers will still go up because they cut it off after 30 minutes anyway. So the numbers are going to go up. The engagement's going to go up on your YouTube. Everything's going to go up. And it's just a way of thinking. Just a way of thinking and just change. I said this to somebody else on another platform I was on. And I was like, bro, it's easy. I can make us go clickbait right now.
Yeah.
It's very easy to cut up something. Like, I was like, for 5 seconds, I'm going to yell at you.
Yeah.
I'm going to yell at you, and then I'm going to say, then chop that, and then I'm going to say, this is fucking bullshit, and I'm going to slam the table. And I'm talking about just this.
Yeah.
But you're going to just chop it up like this, put that as the commercial, watch it be the most views you have, because they're going to look at the moment where I just went off. But I didn't even go off. I'm just talking about how I could go off. You know what I mean? And I saw the other day you had posted, I know what my mom. It was the dude. He was like, the 60-year-old, 6'6", he crying and shit. He was like, I want my moment, and it's like you'll get those moments.
Yeah.
Real shit. You'll get those moments, and like it's my job to get those moments. But then when somebody watches a Patreon or something, they'll see the real version of this guy, and real is lit. You know what I mean? It's just dope. We just have to change our mindset sometimes, and look at it from how you would look at your business downstairs. You would never say, oh, this is all hobby.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. And when I give things away, I get it in return. Because people are going to post it. They're going to make it on YouTube clips. It's on me to clip it and to post it and make their universe my universe and make it all mixed. Yeah, that makes so much sense to me. But I always just look at this as like, a hobby, because I haven't figured out how to monetize it in a way that I want to monetize it. Because the easy way is through social media and is through YouTube.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, that comes with something.
I got to play the game.
I got to play the game, and that's not what I want to play, because I understand that the conversations that I can bring, I'll put these conversations up to the best of the best. Like I was saying before, I have a Xavier Wolf podcast that I did, and I'll put that against Vlad, I'll put that against Adam, and I guarantee my podcast, my interview was better than anybody's
100%.
than anybody's that they've had with him.
100%.
And that's the skill that I bring. But these are things that I need to hear, like what you're telling me. You're spitting game to me, bro, and I'm like, makes sense, because I'm on Joe Budden's Patreon.
Yeah,
I've been a Joe Budden fan since, you know, the single digit episodes, and I feel like all of that knowledge, I have it, but I just haven't figured out how to apply it to myself.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I cut this episode to 30 minutes on YouTube? If it doesn't do numbers, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
The fools aren't doing numbers anyway.
They weren't going to go crazy anyway.
Whatever.
The 2-hour episode isn't going to go crazy, but I'm going to make it in return.
For sure.
And now I'm not saying you're wasting your time or anything.
I mean, time is time, though.
Time is time. Like, we don't get this back. Like, 2 hours every day you're sitting with people to talk about shit. Like, bro, let's get some bread off this shit.
For
you know
sure.
what I mean?
And then the payoff for you as a guest is me cutting up these reels. If the YouTube video blows or the Spotify whatever blows, the biggest thing is when we cut these reels. You know, like when we did the one with Surrealist, that shit blew up. The episode didn't blow up.
Yeah.
But people knowing Surrealist, people knowing us now from his network, me highlighting what he talked about, that's the sauce. That's the important part of it.
Right.
You know, now if people want to go the extra step and listen to it, okay, we have it for free on our streaming sites.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch the YouTube video or what have you, and then in this Patreon, bro, I have so much content that I never put anywhere.
Yeah.
Not only just the podcast, but Downstar specifically.
Everything, right?
Everything.
Go put that on Patreon, bro.
You know what? And it's like I do so much stuff.
The top tier, the best tier.
Put it out.
Put it on there
Everything.
with your podcast. Put it on there. Put all your clips on there that you fuck with. Every week I'm gonna drop a clip of this.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop this. 3 times a week you're gonna get content from me, no matter what. I promise. My bottom dollar, you will get 3 to 4 clips of whatever I decide to post on there on my Patreon. $10.
Whatever dope shit that we're
doing,
no matter what.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of it, you'll do it, and you'll watch it, and you'll support it. You know what I mean? It's just like I said. I think we are too talented. You with your conversations, you know what you want to talk about. You know how to be a personable person. You know how to flow conversations. For you to do that for free, to me, is insane. And the fact that you've done this for so long free lets me know that you literally love this shit, and why not get paid for what you love to do?
Yeah,
that's just a bonus on top of it.
For
you
sure.
know what I mean?
No, I love it, bro, and I really appreciate you sharing that with me.
No problem,
and
bro.
Sitting down and having this, because I do feel like that I have to tap into somewhere that has these ideas flowing, you know, and when it's 2 people that are tapped into the same area, I could throw something, you could throw something, and we're like, oh shit, I never thought about it from that point of view, you know, and like that's I'm definitely gonna jump on that because I have a lot of good conversations coming up that people that I've talked to that I'm just
and
like,
all this funds you're good, and all that would fund is you to get the ability to go interview somebody you want to. You know what I mean? People pay, right? People want their bread. So to come sit down with you. If I want to go sit down, I'm just throwing a name out there. Charleston White.
Yes.
If you want to sit down with Charleston White.
It's so funny you said that.
You have the podcast, the Patreon, that allows you to now pay Charleston White his fee to come sit down and talk. And it's like I'm not coming out of pocket to pay Charleston White to come on my YouTube for 2,000 views, because it's still... I'm not a huge platform, you know what I mean? But I'll have the money. It's just way of thinking, and I try to never be in the red. I try to never ever be in the red in anything I do, nothing I do. I try to always stay in the green, always, always, and that's how you can do it. Like, change your mindset. It's fun. Stop saying it's a fucking hobby, because you're not acting like this. You know, this is not a... Bro, you're not putting in hobby hours. Yeah. You're putting in job, sweat, equity hours to do this. Like, fuck that hobby shit. You know what I mean? It's a hobby because I love to do it, but we're going to get paid for some shit that I love to do. You know what I mean? And that's my advice to you, you can take it or don't take it, but I love what you got going on. You're super dope. So
thank you, bro.
I definitely want to give that, that juice real quick.
Fuck yeah, dude. And that's funny you say Charleston White, because that's definitely one person that I would pay to have
on, right?
Yeah,
and because he's a nutcase, you know what I mean? And why not push 30-minute episodes? You shit Charleston White on there. I have 30 minutes of it on YouTube. People are going to click it. They're going to not click it, whatever. But people are going to literally sign up for your Patreon to hear him talk for 2 hours about whatever the fuck he's going to talk about. And I'm going to pay for, you're going to pay for that.
And then I would even tell the Patreon guys, look, this is my piggy bank, my Charleston White, and then do like a clip, guys. We're getting there.
Yeah, right. You know? Exactly.
We're getting there. Exactly. We finally got it.
We finally got it. Let's lock it in.
And then the Patreon, the Patreons would be like, fuck yeah, look at what we did. We made this shit happen.
Right.
Oh fuck.
You're building a community. You're building people that really love Down. Yes. And really fucking what you guys got going on. So I don't know. I just feel like that was, I told that to somebody before, and they just like said like yeah, that sounds dope, and then the rest of the episodes on YouTube, I'm just like, all right, gang, like keep doing it. But they retired. That podcast is no longer around because it's stressful. You don't see any monetization. You don't see any results from it. You just numbers. And numbers aren't even real anymore. If I can go buy numbers, then what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even real anymore, So it's like, why not have the system in it? You have a Patreon, your Patreon people, whatever you want to call them. Joe calls them Patronies. So you have your Patronies that doing that, and I call them my Patronies, like Patron.
Yeah.
So like you have those people, and you have people that fuck with it, and I want to do an event. I'm going to be sitting here, and I'm going to do it live. And if you are on my Patreon,
you know the location,
the day, and it's the tickets are on discount. The tickets are except for $25, they're $5 because you're already paying the fee monthly. So I just take off, you know what I mean? Whatever you're technically paying, you got to have the highest. Let's say it's $20 or let's say $10. You got to have the highest things at $10. And my tickets to come see me live with Charleston White is $20. You got the $10 subscription. If you have the $10 subscription, your ticket's $10.
Yes.
So sign up for it. It's just different things that being creative with your thought process, being creative with your creative shit, you know what I mean? And that's why I always think outside the box. Always. I try to figure out how we can come up and how we can be more successful. Because it's not about today, it's not about being the most famous person in the world. It's just about having a community. If you look at La Russell, it's just about having a community of people that fuck with what you have going on. So when someone's like, I'm the best rapper in the city, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, take it.
You got it, big dog.
Yeah.
I literally create music and live off my music. You can have the best rapper alive. You can have that. The best rapper from the 805. Congrats, bro. Me and Philly literally talk about that all the time. You can have that, bro. I don't even want that title.
Yeah.
I'm able to literally afford my lifestyle, which is an expensive ass lifestyle. I'm able to afford it off my talent. I could give a fuck about you saying I'm the best rapper in the 805. I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with anything. I have 400 to 1,000 people that are going to pay $10 every time I drop a project. Mm-hmm. Every single time I drop an album, they're going to pay $10 because they love me. They love my music. They support what I got going on. They're going to pay it. I got people that pay it that don't even listen to the album because what I have it on, I can see who plays it.
Oh shit, yeah.
I can see who plays it. They don't even listen. Yeah. I can see who plays it. They don't even listen. I don't give a fuck. It's like they did the Eazy-E on a NWA movie, and they were stomping all over their records and shit. And he's like, bro, I don't give a. They pay for that motherfucker. They do whatever you want. It's your copy. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. If you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it. But they support me, so they're gonna pay for it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. And on top of the love. But we also want to be able to provide for our family off of this shit. You know what I mean? So
it would just make me feel good. 100%. It would make me feel good that people are listening and they appreciate it. And they're invested. Yeah. Because you're right. The views don't mean shit. Especially even when a reel takes off, the only thing that means is now our name is getting mentioned in this field.
For sure.
That people wouldn't hear it if they weren't into cars or whatever.
For sure.
You know, but like if I was able to turn this into something that would give me like my own kind of group, and I would want to do more cool shit with them and for them, and like then I would be, that's so perfect what you said. Like, okay, now this money that I have set aside from Patreon, it's I'm assuming it just builds up like PayPal or something, and you could just withdraw whenever.
Yeah, but I don't even touch it.
Yeah,
I have never touched it at all. I just let that shit sit.
And then when I have a guest like a fucking Charleston White or something, I'm like, hey,
all right, here,
let me drain it. Here it is. And then it's gonna come
because you already paid for everything. I already paid for the mics. I already paid for the space. I already paid for the cameras. I already paid for my Adobe to how to chop it up. I already paid for my cap cut for my clips. I already paid for all that already. So I'm not worried about having to take that money and pay for this already. It's already done.
Yes.
So now everything is just green. Now, when I want to withdraw it, I'm not withdrawing out of my pocket to go get a Charleston White. I'm going to double up what I already got in there by bringing the Charleston White, and we're good.
And then you can now see, oh shit, that worked.
That worked.
Now we got
let me go get this person. Let me go get this person. Now I got another subs, another $10 a month, another, like it's way, to me, it's just way better. Like I was having a conversation with my boy, and he was just like, he didn't understand what I was trying to say. Well, he was like, I was telling one of my boys that we should do the shit. Let me get the exclusive for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Told him that. I told my other boy the conversation we had, and his response was like, I don't even understand why you would just want to put it on, like, not me, but he was just like, he thought it was his idea. And he was like, I don't even understand why he wants to put it on Patreon. Just put it on YouTube. Fuck it. You're not even balling like that anyway. You're not going to have hella views. I said, bro, that's workers mentality. Why would we not put it on Patreon if who gives a fuck if it's 10 people? 10 people times 10 is $100
for that month. Whatever,
for that month. And they're gonna spend, they're not gonna, you're not gonna just cancel your shit, and if you cancel it, whatever. But that month I made $100. If I get another person come in and do what they're supposed to do, I'll have that $100 times another 100. That's 200 people. I got $300 now off of 2 months of work.
Yeah.
Like, why would we not? And keep building and keep building and keep building. Let that bitch sit. I'm making $100 a month. Yeah, who cares? By the end of it, I'll have what I need. I have $1,200. That's better than zero.
Or what YouTube bullshit. I've never made $1,200 from YouTube
at all. At all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't. You won't because of how they pay people now. You're not going to. We missed that.
Yeah.
We missed that wave of getting cashed out on YouTube. We missed that wave. There's so much shit going on. Bro, you go on the algorithm on YouTube, you're going to see a gang of shows.
Yeah.
A gang of shows. Like, it doesn't matter. So it's hard to even make that. Like, I don't know. I just think way bigger than what and it's way more important to, like, think bigger.
No, you're right, bro. And you say it like a worker mentality. And I always preach, like, to turn your hobbies into your business and shit like that. But then when it comes to this, I'm not thinking about it like that. I need to hear it from an outside perspective.
But you're not thinking like that. I feel like that's, like you said, that's your way of, that's like it's like a defense mechanism, right? It's like well, I'm not going to make the views. I'm not making the money anyway. It's a hobby. You know what I mean? So I'm not really stressing about it. It's your way of keeping yourself positive while you doing the shit that you love to do. You know what I mean? That's a defense mechanism. Why are we worried about, mechanisms? You know what I mean? Why are we worrying about defense? Let's go play offense. Like, let's just go make this money so I don't even have to say that no more. As I'm saying, stop saying that. Like, it's not a hobby, bro. You're nice with this shit. Like, people are hitting you up. I know your inbox is full. People want to come sit with you, talk with you. I've seen you post who wants to come down. There's a gang of comments of people tagging different people. Like, people want to fuck with what you got going on. It's no longer a hobby.
Yeah.
Stop treating it like it, you know?
I love it, bro. And I need that. I appreciate you sharing
I appreciate
that,
you, bro.
Yeah, because I have some other ones that I've been working on, and I'm just like, fuck, that's crazy. If this happens, this is
going crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it would be best to do it right now, get it already set up, and get our followers and listeners to understand that, okay, now the new platform is going to be 30 minutes on YouTube, and then if you're on the Patreon, you'll get on Monday. If not, you'll get it on Wednesday. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to drop something, whether it's pertaining to
the podcast,
the whole universe,
or anything,
everything of
just
Downstar.
anything. Downstar Productions. That would be what you should name the Patreon potentially. You can name it, or network, or whatever you want to name it. So it's not just Downstar Podcast, it's everything.
Downstar Media. I
Media,
have that
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's your Patreon, and load up a gang of shit, whatever it is. If it's cars and whatever whatever, you know what I mean? I know Joe has a little $50 tier where people write in questions. You can write in questions at the $50 tier. You get all these extra shows, and then you can add that. Like, you get a little talking. There's different things you can do to make it fun where people feel like they're getting their money's worth,
For sure. Damn, I love that, bro. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Dude. So, back to the album. What plans do you have for it? What more things you have down,
bro,
for the
just
rollout?
more talking with people, not sitting down, showing people my personality. I'm here to promote the album, but more so promote myself.
For sure.
More so let people know how my brain works and how I am, and it's here, bro. I'm just going different spots, talking. Start shooting these videos, these content, and get it in more people's faces. But like we said, bro, I'm here for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there'll be millions of more albums, but I love making music. I love just talking. I love building connections that we're doing here. So yeah, we're just walking around, building more connections, finding more dope, like-minded people that I can work with, and that's really the goal for me when it comes to just album rollouts and sitting down with people and doing all that. Yeah, my goal is to become one of the biggest rappers in the world, but if that doesn't happen, I'll be fine with my 2,000 fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll be fine with my 2,000 fans at $20 a month. I'll be cool with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm able to support and supply my life that way. You know what I mean? On top of my day job, on top of the things that I already do, Like I said, we have a movie coming out soon, so that'll be on Netflix. So just different shit, you know what I mean? And just trying to go crazy. Just trying to go as crazy as I can possible.
Can you give anything on the movie?
Yeah, man. It's called Date Night. It's called The Perfect Date. Starring Ocean Glapion, and it's like a thriller horror vibe. It'll be on Patreon first. You know what I mean? While we pitch it, it'll be on Netflix, but so it's like a cheat code, right? Like if I put it on YouTube, it's no longer new. Mm-hmm. It's out to the public. You know what I mean? It's now I'm fighting with Netflix because I didn't drop the movie to everybody. You know what I mean? Versus it's coming out on Netflix when they decide to drop it, but the movie's already done. We're gonna put it on Patreon and sell it for $25, and if you want to, you pretty much own it at that point. So if you want to own a movie for $25, you get to watch it on the Patreon, do all that, but it's not released to the public. So I can still put it on Netflix as a brand new movie that's coming out in 2028 or 2027, whenever they decide to do that. And it's a cheat code. You know what I mean? So is that he's pretty much I don't want to give too much of the movie because it's short.
Okay.
But he's a serial killer, and he goes on dates.
Okay.
He just goes on dates. He's a serial killer, and that's kind of the vibe that we're on.
Okay. Now, what did you have to do with this movie? Did you create the whole thing?
No. Yeah, no.
It's a
team. It's a team. Help with writing. Help with casting. Pretty much. One of the star is. I don't want to give too much. The star is my dad.
Okay.
So he, we funded the whole thing. We shot it at a location we're always at. So, probably came out about like 10, maybe 10,000 for the entire thing to get done. But it's super dope. And it's one of many. You know what I mean? I'm already writing a game night joint. As game night so I know the premise of what we're doing, but it's not gonna be called game night. But, a murder mystery type movie, something happens, trying to make a horror, thriller, comedy. I'm still trying to stay in that lane because, like I said, I always think about being in the green, and obsession rules because like it was made with I think 75K.
Mm-hmm.
And they just crossed 100 million.
Ooh.
So it's like off a horror genre, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And horror genres are the cheapest movies to make and makes the most return.
Okay.
So, just kind of staying in that thought process and kind of, you know, staying in the green. It's kind of everything that I preach, just stay in the green. So
I love it, dude. We got to keep in touch, bro.
For sure, bro. Definitely.
Energy,
I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Speaking of somebody else that I fuck with is Mambo. And you were just on.
I was just on Mambo. Yeah,
tell me about it, bro. How'd that go?
It was good, man. That's my guy. He talked high praises of you, and he fucks with you tough. So yeah. He was like, I think he told me 3. You guys done 3 episodes or something?
Yeah. So his is the next one to come up.
Yeah. Fire. So yeah, he talked to me about that, and he was excited for me to come sit down with you and just talk. And he was like, yeah, we had agendas and things, but we just talk. So we didn't even get to the talking points. You know what I mean? I'm like, I love podcasts like that. So that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, he's super dope. He's a real chill guy. Works extremely hard. So anytime and also an 805, legend. So anytime he can help the newer generation or any way he does it. So I'm appreciative of him for sure.
Yeah, no, I love that, bro. You have any shows or any performances coming up?
Yeah, man. I got a still to be continued to be announced later down the line. But yeah, we got a big show coming up. I'm trying to plan this massive show down at Ventura Theater, so we'll see how that ends up working out. Trying to get a big time act to come down and perform, and then we'll have the who's be also opening, and who's the biggest guys in the city opening. So trying to do that. Also probably do it at the Oxnard Performing Arts Center. Probably do it at one at the Canyon Club in Agora. But yeah, just different vibes, man. I like to create. I like to do my own thing. You know what I mean? Showcases are fun, but I'm not in the business to just perform for free anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm too old to just be doing anything for free anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like I got the kids to pay for and colleges to pay for and shit like that. So I'm trying to just stay in that mindset. And so yeah, anything that I do for sure has my name attached to it. And not just performing, just in the background and trying to cook up shit. So we definitely got things lined up 100%.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Say for like the Ventura Theater.
For sure.
I never even thought about it for that aspect. Like you could have a big artist come on and then you could like perform, or you could curate the whole show. Yeah. So me thinking about it, would you have to rent the facility, Ventura Theater, and then you would have to pay the artist, and you would be the one facilitating it all?
So you have different ways you can go about it. I know, just talking to Ventura Theater, I know that they have. So people are money hungry, right? So they try to figure out the best ways to fill their pockets and do the less amount of work, right? There's no shot to them at all. I fuck with them. It's just business. So they have. If you have a big time artist, they typically want the 5,000. They want 5,000, not the artist, the venue. So if you do that, which is the best way, by the way, just if you can pay a venue whatever their rate is, let's say for them it's 5,000. So you pay for the 5,000, and then let's say we get Felix flexing, and say Felix is now he's one of the biggest artists in the world at this moment. So let's say he's gonna tax probably 25K.
Okay.
Right. I pay the 30K total.
Okay.
You guys keep the bar, make everything at the door. You know what I mean?
You make everything at the door.
Yeah, make everything at the door. So it'll be that plus merch that we're selling. Plus, if I want to beat people over the head, you know what I mean? I don't like that way. I don't like that method. I'd rather just give the artists ticket sales that they have to keep. After you sell a certain amount of tickets, then you could keep the bread you want. You know what I mean? Let's say you got to sell 100 tickets, right? Let's say you sell 100 tickets, and we need 100 tickets back, because I don't believe in coming out of pocket. Remember, so everything that I'm doing is funded by everything we're doing already for the show. Right? Let's say Lucky Summer Fest, for example. We did it at Ventura Beach Club, and we did it at this other spot. Do you know Contra?
Yes.
Contra had a spot. I don't think they still have it anymore, but they had a spot, and we paid them for the first one. It was like $600. So $600, we paid them, but to be on the bill, you had to send. It was $10, 2 songs, and that would allow us, the committee, to pick if you were on it or not. Right? Some people didn't like that method. Some people thought it was us trying to hustle people. If people were upset about it, then if you believe in your talent, then what are you upset about?
Yeah.
If you pay $10 and you get to and you make your money back by selling tickets. So I don't understand what you're talking about right now. Either you believe in yourself or you don't believe in yourself. So all that would be funded by the $10. You get what I'm saying? Like the $10 that people would do for the community to get onto the thing. Pay that to Contra. We keep everything at the door. If you guys want to sell liquor, you guys can. If you don't want to sell liquor, then we'll sell liquor and we'll keep that too. If you want to sell liquor, then that's your money that you keep. So you get the $600 plus whatever you want to, because usually people aren't going to split the liquor, right? And you got to understand that they got the liquor license. It's their thing. They're not going to split the bar.
For sure.
Got it. Cool. Ventura Theater, they're not going to split the bar with you. You know what I mean? And if you want the 100% of the door, then you have to pay them the $5,000.
Okay.
Cool, got it. Pay you the $5,000. Pay Felix Flexen $25K, $30K there. Sell the tickets for $25 a pop. Their capacity is, let's just say 800. So they have an 800 capacity. Let's make sure we do that. 800 times 25. Do the math. We'll do that. And hopefully, with the merch that we sell, with the tickets that we sell, and the tickets that the other people sell. You got to sell 25 tickets. Anything after 25 tickets, you get to keep all the money. You know what I mean? And shit like that. So it's just kind of being flexible and understand what it is and trying to just have fun with this shit. You know what I mean? And
gotcha.
I'll stop and make some money.
And you say merch, so would it be like Phoenix Flexen merch?
No. Like our merch. So like 7 Gear. We have my record label, 7 Records. So we have our own clothing line called 7 Gear. Or Nivens, which is 7 backwards. So it'll be different type of things. Like,
gotcha.
Like this is Nivens. So like sell this type of stuff. You know what I mean? And different like that. And if Felix, they sell theirs. That ain't got nothing to do with us. For sure. That's you guys keep
give
that.
them a section.
Yeah, give them section. Keep whatever you want. But for us, you got Downstar. You got Downstar merch. So come in there and there's vendors that want to come in and sell that. You know what I mean? You charge a vendor fee. You know what I mean? Like $150 to come sell all your stuff. You take that and put that money towards Felix Flexen's payment. You know what I mean? And you just kind of hustle that way and do it that way.
And the $5,000 for the venue, that includes the like security and stuff like that.
Security, the sound, the lights, people. The $5,000 takes care of everything.
Gotcha.
You just need to be there, show up, have people show up, and that's you.
They don't give a fuck if anybody shows up. They already got their $5,000 for the night.
They don't give a damn.
Okay.
They don't give a damn.
Gotcha.
So they got that, and then people, if no one shows up, they don't make nothing on the bar. If 5 people show up, they're gonna drink. Go make whatever you make at the bar from the 5 people, on top of your $5,000. So they don't give a fuck.
Because that's their staff. They have the alcohol there. Anyways,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
Okay, and then the artist, you just tell him, okay, here's whatever they would need. Half the bag up at this time. At their time. I just need you here Saturday at 6 p.m. The show's going to be at this time. And
you'll get paid. Let's say you perform at 9 o'clock. I need you here Saturday at 8:30. 30 minutes before your show. If you want to do a sound check, you're more than welcome. If you don't, who gives a fuck? There will be other artists that performed before you, so the sound's going to be fine.
Gotcha.
Be here at 8:30. I'll pay you your half now, and I'll pay you your half after you perform. As soon as you get off the stage, take this bread, go home. You know what I mean?
And then the other artists that we would have, 2 to 3 artists, those are... we would pay them, or they would pay us, or depending on.
It depends, right? Like Big Time's Baked worthy of his billing. So whatever his bill is, you pay Big Time Bake his bill. Isam is worth his billing. Whatever he would pay, you pay his bill. But then there'll be artists like that maybe not have the stature, but are still talented. You know what I mean? But they may not have the stature, so
do it for a look.
You know what I mean? Whatever they're doing it for, you sell your tickets. You sell 100 tickets. At 50 tickets, we'll if it's 100 tickets, let's say you sell 100 tickets. This is a lot. Let's say 50. You sell 50 tickets. Anything after the 50, you keep. So now you're getting paid to perform.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the 50 is just to, you know, we gave you tickets. We're putting you on the bill. You have to sell 50 tickets or you will not perform.
Got you.
That's simple. You know what I mean? Sell 50 tickets. Anything after that, if you have 500 people come, you just made 450.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Whatever money was from the 450 people, that's your money. 25 times 450 people, that's your bread that I don't want.
Yeah.
That's you. You just got paid to do this. You know what I mean? So it's just doing shit like that. And if you understand how business works and you have belief in yourself, then you're walking out this bitch with thousands of dollars.
If fucking Gwar could do it, I could do it. How's fucking Gwar?
100%. 100%.
How are they?
100%.
That's how I see shit like that, dude.
If fucking nobodies can do something that have no talent, then me with a little bit of talent, I for sure can be able to do this. You know?
And then just for the experience and be like, damn, I broke even, but now I had this night.
We went crazy.
Yeah,
we went crazy.
And it was a great time.
And then, I mean, you're going to do, if you have 100 people that believe in you, like, let's say it's Felix flexing, like, people are going to, it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Like, they're not, let's say you don't have 100 people that buy tickets for you, but you have 100 people that are going to buy Felix flexing. Sorry. They're going to want to hear Felix flexing, so you making money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You making free bread.
Just
you know
for trying it out and doing some fun shit.
You're not even going to be break even.
Yeah.
You didn't break even. You literally going to be up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck it. Just run it.
Fuck. That's dope, bro. Because I do have some artists in mind.
Yeah.
That I would be like, just personally, it would be dope if you played here.
Right. That'd be
dope.
fire.
Yeah, it would be dope. But I love the Ventura Theater. It has so much nostalgic meaning to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember seeing like Sum 41 there and Newfound Glory and shit like that, you know, and Tyga and just like
I saw Tyga there too. Yeah.
when he had the Audi R8 outside.
Yeah, the guy R8. Yeah.
I just like see that shit. I'm like dope. But then thinking of it from a business point, I'm like, bro, that's not even that big of a deal.
It's
like,
not.
To be able to cover everybody's fees and be like, all right, cool. Now I could have this guy as a sponsor, this one as a sponsor, put them on the flyer.
100%.
Every time we talk about it, and then go on the radio and be like, yeah, we'll have this show coming out, and
Mamba sponsor.
Yeah.
Like you have a bunch of things that you're gonna make your money back.
Yeah.
If you do right, if you know what you're doing, you're gonna make.
Yeah.
You should make every time you do a show. Anytime you do a show like that and you could get a big artist, you should no doubt walk out that bitch with like 10,000.
Yeah.
You should, if you're doing it right.
For
you
sure.
should walk out with 10,000 and up.
And then just making better relationships
100%.
with the artists. Will be like, 100%. Yeah, I had
the
a
next
great
time, it had a great time. Next time, my fee gonna be, let's do it again in a year and I'll charge you $10,000 less.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's book it for sure. Say less. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
Give me the opportunity to make this night fucking cool.
Right.
And then we'll do it.
And we'll do it again,
Damn, bro. Hey, thank you so much for this conversation.
Oh,
man.
bro, I appreciate you, man.
I really appreciate you, man. I always feel like there's a reason that people get connected.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, people DM me and sometimes they'll stick and sometimes, I'll hit you back or whatever.
Right.
But when you hit me, I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You're coming in and doing Mambo's show, and I just had him on, and we're fucking cooking behind the scenes, bro. And I'm excited for that. So, yeah, bro, and thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thank you, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yes, sir.
So, before we get out of here, where could people find you? I listen to your music and be involved in your life.
Yeah, for sure, man. Look, it's very simple. Like I told everybody on the radio today, you can just get me on Instagram at the name Uno. Tap in. The name Uno on all streaming platforms. Anywhere, man. Anywhere you will get music, download music. I'm on Amazon. I'm on fucking Pandora. Anywhere you listen to music, you'll find me. Sign up for the Patreon at patreon.com/7pn. $1, $3, $5. Different tiers, bro. It's very simple, and you can just catch out what we're doing, bro. It's very easy to reach me.
Hell yeah, guys! And if you're listening to this right now, that's the play, that's the plan, and that's what I'm gonna do. So sign up for that Patreon. I'm about to go downstairs and set that shit up. Set that shit up right now.
Love it.
If you fuck with us, bro, jump on that. But I got a lot of exciting stuff, man. I feel like motivation comes in waves.
Yes, sir.
But the discipline is what
sets you
keeps
apart.
you when those waves go down. So I have the discipline part of it, and I'm on this wave right now, and I think we're gonna cook some cool shit up, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
So I appreciate you, bro.
Thank
you for everything.
Thank
and
you for
thank
having
you guys
me.
for listening. Once again, this is Downtime with Downstar, and we out. Peace.
Peace.